room and you say I'm damn beautiful.
Yeah.
And everybody else will just have to agree. My two best friends were these light-skinned, conventionally super attractive girls. All the attention would always be on them. And I'm not like pretty enough. Is there anything wrong with me? Like,
hello honeys, it's Yolz and welcome back to my channel. Today I am doing another segment of Influenced by ThickLeeyonce.
I love my name. Woo-hoo! I love such a cool name.
You do though. I need a cooler name.
No, Yolz is cool.
I feel like Yolz is just like, you know how people say you're the big sister of YouTube? It kind of feels like that, but now I'm just like, anyway, we are talking about all things influenced. As you know, this segment is all about everything you need to know regarding the life of an influencer, how it is, especially yourself being an entrepreneur. You've got businesses on the side, you actually a photographer as well, and now you're doing videos. Like, all of this is a lot. Although to a lot of people it's like, what? This is
easy. I can do
you
this.
make money out of this. Like, anyone can do this, but we're gonna get into it. If you haven't subscribed already to both our channels, please do so. Just click that subscribe button and join the Yolz channel family, join the ThickLeeyonce family.
You're
you
welcome.
See her handle right here, and of course give this video a massive thumbs up if you do enjoy it. Mwah!
Hey there, it's Yolz channel.
How many years have you been doing this? Actually influencing, or rather the gram?
I think I started like the gram, like we were always on Tumblr, myself, Mpoomy, Lulama Wolf, I don't know if you know them.
Really?
Yeah, we were Tumblr babies. We've been doing this all our lives. I've been taking pictures, creating content since I was like 15.
You're part of the OGs.
Part of the OGs. We've been, when Instagram came out, we were one of the few first people to actually get Instagram, and I remember nobody was on Instagram, and we were like, when are you guys downloading Instagram? Come through, we need followers. But yeah, I've been doing this all my life.
So late in the game.
You're so late.
Yeah, that's why.
Wow.
No, but that's why I played catch up. I had 1,000 subscribers entering 1,000 followers all of 2017. Most of 20.
Wow.
Yeah, so I had to literally grow my channel. Like last year, reaching 10k, 20k. It was so new for me because I was like, I need to catch up. But
that's how I feel with YouTube. That's exactly how I feel with YouTube. I feel like I'm playing a catch-up game. I feel like, why did I not start a channel donkey years ago? I'd be so far. But rather late than never.
I feel like you have the advantage of being established.
I guess.
Do you know what I mean? People already have fallen in love with your personality. The new people, when you're starting YouTube fresh, you don't have much social media presence, you want to prove yourself. You almost want to, you know.
But that's how I feel, but I feel like that's so much pressure because I feel like I'm working extra hard to get new people to follow me. But it's not that bad. We're growing slowly but surely.
Yes,
I just need time.
Yeah, and also give yourself that time. You need to give yourself the whole. It's very difficult for somebody to press subscribe. It's not as easy as follow. You know what I mean? It takes a lot more convincing. It takes a 10-minute video.
I'm only subscribing for someone to actually watch your videos because we live in South Africa where data prices are ridiculous.
Absolutely.
So you must know when somebody's watching that video.
Girl.
So that's why I'm proud of like Yolz and Mpoomy and all you guys to get those numbers. It's crazy because that's someone committing their data if you don't have Wi-Fi to you.
Absolutely. Yeah, it's a lot of work. The other thing I wanted to talk to you about was confidence, babes. If there's one thing before I knew you, I think I ran into your profile on Twitter initially, was your confidence.
Oh, Twitter.
Where did you draw that from? Yeah, girl, I love your Twitter personality. You are there.
It's gone downwards. And
yes, it has. Why?
The confidence first or the Twitter why? Okay, let's start with
confidence first.
Okay, confidence first. I think with me, it was a decision. Like, I woke up one morning and I decided this is it. Like, I'm going to fake it until I make it because I was honestly so tired of being at war with myself. Like, constantly comparing myself with my peers because at that moment, my two best friends were these light-skinned, conventionally super attractive girls, and all the attention would always be on them. And for some time, I felt like, wait, am I not like pretty enough? Is there anything wrong with me? Like,
oh wow,
you know what I mean? So it got to that point and I was like, okay, done with being miserable, done with literally beating myself up for things that I cannot change. I mean, yeah, you can have surgery and all those things, but I don't even plan on doing those things. But just in that moment, just saying that this is who I am, I cannot change who I am. It's either I accept it or I fight with myself forever and ever. And fighting with myself means that I'm mad all the time. I'm not happy. The energy that I contain is just
and that you carry and give other people.
You know what I mean? Because that's my whole thing. I believe that you teach people how to treat you.
Absolutely.
You walk in the room and you say, I'm damn beautiful.
Yeah.
Everybody else will just have to agree. So you come with that energy. So my whole thing was like, my energy was off. Nobody's gonna want to date me. Or if I do date somebody, who wants to date somebody who hates themselves? Who wants to be around somebody who's always down talking themselves, you know? So for me, it was a matter of choosing myself, choosing my happiness, and prioritizing myself over what society deems as perfect. So I faked it till I made it. At some point, I even forgot I was faking it because it became a part of my life. So people always ask me, Lee, how do I? And I'm just like, you just fake it. You'll fake
but
it
you
so
need
much.
to also talk and affirm yourself.
Absolutely,
right?
you need to look in the mirror and be like, God damn, who does, you know, who does fly ass baby? You need to affirm it, you need to say it, and you need to believe it. I think the most important thing is to believe it, to say, I am beautiful. I'm not asking myself, am I beautiful? I'm saying, I am beautiful, I am enough.
And this turning point was while you were on social media already? As in
I mean, I had been on social media for so long, so it was definitely while I was on social. I think I was like 19 at that point. 19, just going over 20, where I just made that, like, okay, not 20, like I think 18, 19, that's where it came in. I was like, that's that. Like, no more fighting myself, no more being mad that I don't look a certain way. Just accept myself and be it.
Embrace it. Well, you did more than accepting. Let's be honest here. You were breaking the net, kind of accepting it. Let's talk about Twitter.
Twitter was hectic. Like I told you, I had to turn it down because I think, like with Twitter, you get to a certain point where you can't tweet like everyone because you now have a name that
and a lot of eyes.
Because that name carries a lot now. You are not just Lesego, you are now ThickLeeyonce, and you have all these followers, and what you say can do a lot. So people can say the same thing. You can have Tapo who will tweet something and everybody will be all giggles, we'll all laugh, ha ha ha.
In fact, they can comment anything.
Listen, but you could say the same thing and it switches entirely. You now have brands watching. I've lost a job because of what I've posted. And it's crazy. It's crazy. So now you have, there's more. Your name carries so much weight. You can't just randomly. So I don't want to say I've toned down my personality. I just don't spend as much time on Twitter as I used to. Because that's the thing with Twitter. When you spend too much time, you become part of the culture.
Really?
You do. You talk like everybody else. And everybody else on Twitter is very careless with what they say. You say what you feel. You say what's on your mind that moment. You don't think. So when you take a step back, you're able to think about what you're putting out there. So I'm very, very careful. I don't filter myself. I say what I want to say just with the right words.
Ooh, I like that. Just
you know
so you articulate better. You're more tactful. You're saying what you want to say, but you just like
you just think about it. And I'm like,
because Sarah's watching and Tipo's watching, and they're both gonna take this out of context.
So I think with Twitter, that's it. But when I got like, when social media started blowing up and it started being a thing, I've always been this chubby little girl who loved mini skirts. Like,
girl, you ain't little, you are tall. Let's correct it. I'm literally sitting up. I don't know if you guys can tell. I'm trying to look tall. Do you know what I mean? Exactly.
So I just grew up this tall, chubby, cute little girl who loved mini skirts. Like my mom had to like fight me in winter to wear pants. Like, dude, it's cold, wear something. So when social media blew up, my content was already mini skirts, crop tops, you know, because that's just who I am. And the response I got was very shocking. Because people were like, what are you doing? Why is she dressed like that? She's not supposed.
So how did you
that's
receive that?
How the whole Twitter bullying started and all of that. I was honestly at first I was shocked because
you were new to this.
You know, and also this is accepted. Like my community accepts me for who I am. My family accepts me. My friends, they don't. I've never heard anyone say to me, "You're not allowed to dress that way." So it was first it was a culture shock for me. It's like, what the hell? I'm not supposed to dress like that. So I stood up for myself because me, I'm here.
No, I can see, girl. I know. We knows you on Twitter.
So I can stand up for myself. Look, I've never been bullied my entire life, like in person. Nobody would bully me because I'm gonna tell you where to get off. And I guess that's exactly what I did with social media. I stood up for myself because I said I already have a good following, and like I already had like a good following then. So I was like, I've got a good following. I've got people, kids who are following me. I've got girls who are following me, who look like me, you know. And if I don't stand up for myself, they're gonna think that this is okay. This is a norm. It's okay for people to talk about you and to say things about you, and for you to just let it go. I was like, hell no. We're standing up for ourselves because this is ridiculous. You cannot dictate how I wear. This is my body. This is my choice, and I deserve the same fashion freedom as you do. You know what I mean?
That's self-esteem, fashion freedom.
So that's like my body became a public discussion. It was okay for someone to wake up in the morning and start talking about my body, like, you know. So that's where it all started, and that's where I started learning about body positivity. I had no idea what body positivity was. I had no idea there were people who were activists for this.
Yeah, did you even think that you'd be an activist?
I'm not even an activist. I think I'm just an enthusiast. I don't hold activations and all of that.
But I've seen titles, I've read articles that say,
and I always fight with them. I'm like, don't call me an activist because I don't have activations, you know?
Yeah,
there's people who do
definition,
this.
Yes,
there's people who actually do this, who have activations, you know, and I don't do that. Right now, where my life is, I think I'm doing enough for the community with what I'm doing, with Leapix, with having plus size girls, giving them a platform to become models, you know, photographing them and all those things. So I think for the community, I'm good right now. Holding activations is a whole lot. I don't think I have that kind of energy, you know. But yeah, so the cyberbullying started from my fashion. Isn't that crazy?
It's crazy. And the worst part is you were being your most authentic self. You were being as you were as a child. You were being as you were the way you grew up. And I think that's the other side of social media and society that we never see, where beauty standards are established. You don't know that. You don't know how, like, you were at the Beauty Revolution event where we met, actually, when Tando was speaking, that Tando is an activist as well, actually. Does she host it?
I don't know.
You see, now I'm getting into
now it's like,
are you really an activist? She covered Vogue, you know,
which is insane.
As an albino woman, beautiful. And the fact that I'm even describing her as an albino woman should tell you something, that society has got this stigma and their ways of thinking. We shouldn't be titling. We should just say black girl magic.
You know,
even black girl magic means that there's a barrier.
But that's just how our society is set up.
Yeah.
And I always say that, I know, like, you don't necessarily know the beauty standards, but the minute you become self-conscious, before you even become self-conscious and you hit puberty, as like a little child, you learn about beauty standards from your own family.
That's what Tanda was saying.
From your own family.
Initially, she thought just like you, everything is fine. In her family, she knew she was beautiful. I don't want to say she thought she was. She knew she was beautiful. She was told she was beautiful. And the minute she stepped out of the household,
then it becomes a problem.
Because then she's pointed out, and people are sort of correcting her on what she knows as normal and beautiful. And in the same breath, you knew what beauty was and you knew what fashion was to yourself and what was acceptable at home. Yet society is looking down on that and calling you out, so to call it. And it's so wrong. It's so twisted.
It's messed up. It's messed up that you can put two pictures and show a 10-year-old a picture and ask her which one is beautiful and which one is not, and they'll be able to point out, because there's a certain criteria of society, light skin, chick.
Don't you think we feed that though?
I don't think we necessarily feed that. I think you are born into a society that is that way, and it's very difficult for you to step out. Because look at me, I try to step out every day and literally defy the norm. But there's still a lot of people, and when you have like a whole, for a long time, media was the perpetrator of this. You know what I mean?
But now, the reason why I mentioned the word we is because we as influencers are the pioneers now who can change that.
Absolutely.
We are the ones, you know, I don't have the 4-inch waist and the 34-inch
and thank God for the internet.
Yes, thank goodness for it. But I do feel like we are starting to reset that button in the wrong way though sometimes.
You reckon?
When I look at Instagram, I don't look like a lot of those girls.
But also, you know what the problem is? I think, and I've said this so many times, it's who you follow. That is all there is. I didn't know this until recently. For the longest time, I just followed people that were close to me. Now, like over the past 3 years, I've found so many girls that look like me.
Really?
So I always say be very, very specific with who you follow, because who you follow influences your
the algorithm.
Your algorithm. Your, what is it when you're searching for your explore page?
You're right.
Literally. So
every time I look at that, I'm like, I don't see myself represented.
But it's who you're following. If you follow Kim Kardashian, Instagram assumes that you like that kind of culture. If you follow a lot of people that look the same, you are going to get your feed that looks like the same people. So it's very important to find people who look like you. That is why a lot of people that are different do really well on social media, because there is that desire to find people who are different, because we are tired of looking
of the standard, and that's why I'm saying
tiring.
we need to be the narrators of that new story now.
Absolutely.
We need to change that story, which I suppose in both our worlds, I'm on natural hair, alternative in a sense. In your space, it's body positivity, where body shaming is across. I mean, I feel shameful for my body, you know, especially even after baby. I look at old pictures and I'm like, why did I, you know, drag myself and sort of condemn my body?
Back then, when your body was banging.
When now I look back, I'm like, my body was banging. But then I look back and I'm like, I should not even say that now to this body.
But do you see, even with that, do you understand that 10 years from now, you're going to look at your picture, post baby, and you're going to be like, but I was so bad. So that's why I say, love yourself right now. Because when you look back, you always regret not loving yourself, because that should tell you how beautiful you are. You look at your old pictures and you think, this girl is beautiful. Why did I ever hate her? And that's why it's important to love yourself right now.
And not compare this girl
to any other girl, because there is only one girl. Unless there was another girl that looked identical to you, then maybe you could be like, okay, y'all, you know, you could. But there's only one girl, and that's what makes us special. So I think for me, that's very, very important to always remember that I am beautiful right now, and I'll always be beautiful. 10 years to come, 50 years to come, it's important, because also we're getting older.
Yes.
A lot is going to change.
Yes.
You know, so we have to, but once you've found that self-acceptance point, it doesn't matter how old you are. Self-love never
Girl,
goes away.
I love that. Self-love never ages. It never goes away.
Never ever.
I absolutely love that. Thank you so much for
Oh,
coming over to
thank
my
you so
channel.
much for
I really enjoyed this
having me.
conversation. I think it even went the direction that I didn't plan it to be. It wasn't just influencing, but I needed that as well, you know, because
this is good.
Oh, it feels good. I feel good now. I feel better about my body and about myself, because you look at this person every day in the mirror and you don't tell her the things you're supposed to be telling her now. And you're right, 10 years down the line, then you start having those conversations with her, but it's too late, because you're not talking to her anymore.
Now it's not her. Now it's you now. Now you act war now with her.
Exactly.
And you're like, but I want her. But you should have loved her. And if you loved her, you'd love her right now.
Ooh, girl.
Oh, y'all, I feel like y'all had something.
We are preaching. I hope you enjoyed this conversation. If you haven't subscribed to ThickLeeyonce's channel, well, now you have all the reason to do so. Go ahead and actually subscribe. I will actually link her channel right up here. Please go ahead and subscribe to her channel. I am all for this love, for this self-love, and it's just more than acceptance. That's why I say you've embraced it, and you're showing us, I'm getting goosebumps right now, you're showing us what it means to truly love ourselves. So thank you so much for this conversation.
I'll see you soon.
So much.
I'll be seeing a lot of
Yes, we are going to be filming so many things. We have filmed something on ThickLeeyonce's channel. Please go check it out.
It's good. You guys better check it out.
It was fun to film, babe.
I know, we had so much fun.
We did. I love you guys so much. Don't forget to subscribe to both our channels, and of course, give this video a massive thumbs up if you did enjoy it. Comment down below and let us know the one thing you love about yourself and your body. Mwah! That's it from us.
Cheers.